Hello guys, sorry about that. I crashed. I think I think OBS crashed my graphics card somehow. I didn't die though, that's good. Now, what was I talking about? What was we talking about? I can't remember now. Oh, there you go. He's reset. That's good. I forgot what I'm waiting for now. I think it's a Roma I'm waiting for. I'm pretty sure. I was reading messages, wasn't I? Yeah, so before I crashed, one of the comments that one of the kind of messages I get quite a lot is kind of about rage fire, and I looked at some streams for it, and it just didn't do anything for me, really, to be perfectly honest. It didn't look classic. Just didn't like it. Didn't like it. So yeah, I'm not going to be playing on the rage fire, I don't think. For me personally, I just don't see the point when P99 is here. It's the one advantage it's got obviously is that it's starting again, so you've got the option to pick up some items that you may never, if you came to P99 a bit later, you may never be able to get. Maybe you've got more of a chance, if you get in at the start and you crack through to 60 and you're higher level quite early on in the server's life, that you've then got sort of a chance at some of the really good items like funky tunic and stuff may be easier. But yeah, but rage fire for me just didn't do anything for me, I'm afraid. I've noticed that these knolls don't seem to drop. They don't seem to drop the volume, the history volumes. So I picked 1, 2, and 4 up outside, and they still give quite a nice bit of XP when you hand them in. But tiny gem. I think that's for my. I think is that for the Epic Quest? I can't remember. Yeah, but I don't think the holes in you don't seem to drop them. It's only outside. Here we go. Action. Ah. I just noticed there's a huge delay between what I'm doing. You're watching me You're watching me talk about the tan split pore skin things at the moment, but I've actually almost killed a knoll. That's weird. I don't have the same view, but the stream is way behind for me at the moment. Wowzer. Maybe it's crashed. We're waiting on spawns again, and I was just going to say, while we're doing that, we'll have a look round. But for some bizarre reason, I haven't got invisibility. It can't be right. The shame is not getting visibility until 34. I know they get it quite late in comparison to casters. Let's have a look. Chamon. Invisibility 29. Oh, I haven't picked it. What a noob. I haven't got invisibility. That's stupid. God damn. Okay. Have I not got it? That seems crazy. I've got Serpent Sight. It's the same icon as that, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I thought we could have a little explore while I was waiting to, you know, I was waiting for spawns, but no. It's that guy there, that red guy. Why the hell did he spawn there? God damn. Still just me in the zone. The server's got 451 folk on it. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look on the forums. Let's see what's going on. Luklin models blocked. I was told in Velius devs will be blocking any use of the Luklin player models. Someone said, if you like Luklin models, you're sick in the head. Some people do like them, and I apologise, but I just hate them with a passion. Some of them are okay. I mean, the Ixal one I quite like. Barbarian one is just dreadful in comparison to the old models. That's interesting. I wonder if they do turn them off. I really don't know. Why don't more people play? That was by iTap. Yeah, we spoke about that a little while ago. Why don't more people play? I think the other thing as well that's mentioned in the chat is because there isn't some people are kind of worried about the longevity of the server and their characters and stuff. Well, I mean the server's been going for a long time now. I don't think it's ever been a character wipe. So I think we're all right from that point of view. Obviously, they can't do a subscription base because they're not allowed to make money from it. Sony would be all over that. So yeah, that's not going to happen. I think if people don't already, I do recommend going to, and I'm not kind of kissing arse here, but I do recommend you go and listen to the Sirkin's got a channel on YouTube. I mean, I kind of always wanted to go and listen to his. This green, this one, yeah. So these are all only just blue to me. That's why it's so easy. I kind of always wanted to go and listen to his Twitch stream live, but it's too late. It's too early in the morning for me. I think he goes live about 1 o'clock in the morning here, and at the moment that's a no-go zone. But yeah, I mean, go over to Sirkin's and have a listen because it's interesting because you do pick up stuff that you wouldn't otherwise know, and also recently he's had some of the guides on, Eunomia and Ozzy and those kind of guys. And they're just like lovely people. And I think it's quite good. I think the server, the guys on the server, still seem to get a really bad rap, and I just don't understand it. What it's all about, I mean, they're doing it for nothing and stuff, and people still go and criticise and have a whinge. And I just think, God, you're getting it for free, But yeah, go over there and listen to them have a chat because they're all not really nice people, and yeah. And you pick up things that you wouldn't otherwise know. I think in the last stream, Sirkin said that Velius is definitely coming out. There's no, where some people on the forums were getting a bit sort of a bit antsy about that, not thinking it was coming out because no one had been talking about it. But okay, this one's blue. He resisted. What the? I'm getting pretty good XP because of the experience modifier. I'm not sure if these guys. I guess actually because I'm in a hell level, I think these mobs at the front here might be quite good for another level or so. I'll have to see. Fine, still great stuff. I'll leave that one. Actually, no. I mean, these mobs are really so easy. I don't think at this point my weight is too much of an issue. I think that was those two, wasn't it? So we're waiting for this guy now. I'm going to create a little newbie bag. Let's create a little. We should all us guys who are quite high level should create newbie bags. So I'm going to just chuck a load of stuff that I pick up into a bag, and I'm going to go and give it to a newbie when I've finished. We should all do that. That's quite useful. Bit of dex and a bit of whiz. I'm not sure about the face. Yeah, saves. That's no good at early levels, is it? The stun's not going to proc. Charisma, well, yeah. That dagger is dropping. Yeah. We don't want the spells in there. I'll keep these in the weight reduction bag for now. Yeah, but we'll do so. I think we should all do that. We'll do newbie bags. Don't have to be anything spectacular. Just some fine steel weapons, just some crap you looted along the way. I think the difficulty on P99 at the moment is knowing who's a newbie and who's not, really. I think that's the thing. What we should maybe do is get some people who have just started to, yeah, just put a message on the YouTube video, and yeah, and I'll meet them in game and give them a newbie bag, like a lucky bag. I'm not sure if you got them in the States. Maybe it's called something else. But you used to go in a shop and buy something called a lucky bag, and it just had a mixture of cheap plastic toys and sweets. It's always pretty cool. So I was going through YouTube comments, answering them now, when I probably should have answered them before. No, I think we're all right on the messages. Yeah, that came up quite a bit on one of my videos, because I don't know if it's sort of things that really you should talk about on publicly, but it's quite cathartic to do so sometimes. But yeah, but like I've kind of had a bit of a medical condition for just over a year now, and though I'm kind of still hanging on to my job by the skin of my teeth, I'm probably going to be laid off at some point soon. And so I was kind of, but the point of that is that I was kind of looking at doing Twitch and YouTube a bit more seriously from a financial point of view, because up till now I've just done it for fun. You know, that's why I did it. I mean, I was doing YouTube for 2 or 3 years, and I didn't even have any kind of adverts and stuff on my videos, because it just wasn't why I was doing it. But with the job thing, I was kind of wondering if I got to sort of thinking that maybe YouTube and Twitch can be a bit of a thing with regards to just bringing in a small amount of income, you know, just to help things. But yeah, looking at how much you get paid on YouTube, I mean, I can't say, but really, you know, I imagine that the only people making anything off of it really substantially are the guys getting sort of hundreds of thousands of views per video, you know, and that's pretty difficult. But it was interesting, the whole YouTube thing, about how it works with regards to, and with Twitch as well, I guess, with regards to what you follow. You know, do you follow a game or do you follow a person? And it seems to be a bit of a mix, really. Some people seem to latch onto a channel for that person. They just like the person and whatever game they put up. Yeah, they kind of watch it. It's not a concern. You know, they don't really care. Whereas I think some people kind of follow a channel for a game. I know from an Everquest point of view, I think that if I ever stop doing Everquest point of views, if I ever stop doing Everquest videos, there will probably be a drop off in sort of, yeah, maybe people unsubscribing and stuff, because that's kind of what they do. But it's kind of looking into. I've been since I've been sort of looking more at YouTube and doing it from a you know, from a business point of view, it's kind of looking into it more. It's interesting how it all works. You know, what brings in sort of viewers and what doesn't. You know, it's strange. I haven't worked it out yet. I think what I would need to do is, if I was looking at making it more viable financially, I would need to you even need to find a niche. And I think Everquest is kind of a niche, obviously, but I think maybe it's too much of a niche. I'm sure there are people on the P99 forums kind of don't even know that I'm here and doing stuff on YouTube and whatnot. But so I think there's still there's still an audience growth there. But yeah, but I think it's one of those things where you kind of have to follow. You either have to find a niche that people are interested in, and you just get enough, or you have to kind of go the other way and do XXX games, which I'm that's XXX games, AAA games. Sorry, AAA games, which I'm really not. I mean, I've played The Witcher 3 and I love it, but I do like playing more obscure games. Anyway, Kawazu. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for watching. That's awesome. I mean, again, you kind of, you know, you kind of prove a point again I was talking about earlier about sort of people promoting P99 and making it bigger, you know. And I think videos are the way. You know, you discovered P99 from the videos, and I think that's how it works. You know, I think that's how those of us who are not involved in the project directly, but are supporters, you know, and want the server to do well, want the project to do well. I think doing this kind of thing is it all helps. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't think I've ever mentioned it before on any of my YouTube videos. But I did apply to become a guide once, and I will apply again one day, because I think I'm not done with playing the game. I'm not done with the server from a playing point of view. And I know that Sirkin talks about the fact that he doesn't play. You can't play basically because there's a conflict of interest. But I think the guides can still play. But yeah, I applied for a guide position once. I didn't get it. I think fair enough. You know, I think it's probably the right thing at the time because I wasn't really. I think one of the things I experienced with a high level game, I think, is a problem. So I think I would need to get that. And I also think, I mean, probably now I'd be in an ideal position because I'm spending more time on the computer, you know. But I think I don't have enough experience with a high level game, which is a bit of a problem. And whatever other reason, yeah. But I'm going to apply again one day because I would love to be directly involved in the project. Well, I feel like I'm in a way, you know. I kind of feel that I do help the server by what I'm doing. I'm sorry, I'm just running around and looking around and kind of sitting back down again. It's probably a bit disconcerting, but yeah. But yeah, I would like to officially kind of be doing some stuff on the server, but that will be for, you know, future maybe. We'll see how it goes. Let's have a little buff again. I always like to pull out for the buffs. I do like it. I do like the spell effects. They're awesome. We'll stick with protect. I mean, this camp's so easy that, you know, buffing up and whatnot, it's not too much of a problem. I was just thinking, like, now I'm kind of doing, like, when I do YouTube videos, I think of all these topics to talk about, but then when I do the video, I forget them. But Kawazu's has brought up something else, kind of, well, you know, and that's how people kind of, you know, sort of, most people just know me from my videos, and obviously in the videos you can't kind of interact directly, you know, it's always after the events happened. And Twitch is weird again because people can come and interact with me live, you know, and that must be a bit weird for me, particularly when people turn up who have been watching the videos for so long. Normally I interact with them on the channel. Some of them in game. I guess it's the same as being in game, I guess. If someone sends me a message in game and I interact that way. But it's still a bit different because they can't see me playing the game. And see how terrible I am. Yeah, but that's another thing about sort of, you know, people who kind of know you and how you're viewed, and different ways of doing that, and the whole live thing, yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a bit, I must admit, my first Twitch, I've only done one other Twitch stream so far, and it's quite weird, particularly when people started coming in and talking to me, and it was like, you know, yeah. But it's all good now. Feel more comfortable. Now, how would, I'm not even sure if it's possible, but for any bearing in mind what spells I've got, how would you break up this spawn as a shaman at level 30? And this is probably maybe more for the YouTube crowd, because there might be more, there'll be more views. But yeah, I mean, this guy's red to me, and I've noticed that root seems to have become a lot more unreliable. I tried rooting this guy earlier and dragging this guy around to the entrance, and then my plan was to root the mass and zone, which would then kind of, you know, remove all of the aggro on me, and then zone back in again quickly, and the mass would still be rooted at the entrance. I don't know if that's a viable tactic. I'm sure I tried that before, and by the time I logged back in again, and it was only like 10-20 seconds, the mob had gone. Maybe root broke early, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's a viable tactic to break up these two. Problem is that the root doesn't, assuming you can get the male to be rooted, which I did once, it doesn't stay rooted for very long. Anyway, I think I'm waiting for the roamer, so I will wander back round here. Also, I noticed that I've got some emails just through. Got some people have subscribed on Twitch. I'm obviously not doing a good job of promoting things on YouTube, because I've had a few people now who have said that they watch my YouTube videos, but they've only just subscribed on Twitch. So obviously, I'm not doing enough to promote that kind of thing on YouTube. I'm doing other stuff. Admittedly, this is only my second day streaming, so you know. But even so, I just noticed I got my got my fraps counter in the corner. That's no good, is it? Should have turned that off. XP is so good in dungeons, isn't it? I have to say, I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to dungeons, but kind of even at level 30, you know, in a bit of a hell level, fighting mobs that are kind of borderline dark blue, you know, a couple of them are green. Still getting pretty good XPs. Yeah, so these, these spawns are long, aren't they? I'm going to take a break for lunch, surely. But I'll come back this afternoon and do another stint. Maybe before I go, we'll have a laugh and try and split these two. As I said, I'm not sure exactly what to do, but my thought is to try and get the male rooted, who's a redcon. Leg it to the. Oh, here we go. Bit of action for you. Leg it to the. There's no one here to group with, so it's all pretty quiet at the moment. Leg it to the entrance, and then try and route the mass. See if that works. And then log out, and then zone out and zone in again and see if the mass stays at the entrance rooted. I don't know, as I said, I'm not sure if that's a viable tactic. If that's a legitimate exploit or not, but we'll have to see. It's looking at sort of again sort of comments that people have made again this morning while I've been streaming. It does seem as though, and like myself, a lot of people kind of stopped playing Everquest about the same time. Now, oops, pay attention, Bob. You're going to get a train. Yeah, a lot of people stopped playing about the same time. Kind of from 99 to like 03, 04. That seems to be quite common, and that was common for myself as well. And I'm not sure if it's because people just got a bit fed up with the game at that point. I think after Velius, when Looking, I didn't mind Looking. I didn't really play it that much, to be honest with you, but I think you could kind of see where the game was going at that point. But everyone seems to have kind of given up about the same time, and I'm not sure if maybe we all started at a certain age, and by 03, 04 we'd gotten girlfriends and jobs and that kind of thing. So time was oh cool, that was a quick spawn. So time was oops, not against us. Well, yeah, time was against us essentially. Maybe it was just maybe we just were doing other things, but maybe it was just due to the state of the game as well. Maybe the game was becoming not what we were hoping for. I know that kind of happened with me. I mean, I actually got into alpha testing with Dark Age of Camelot, so I was kind of there at the beginning where it was a very basic world with just some placeholder mobs running around that you killed, and there was hardly any skills and stuff in the game. So I would kind of like haul myself out, as it were, to different MMOs. Yeah, so I would, a bit like characters, I would kind of split my time between the different games as well. So maybe I was playing other stuff, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I think it's probably a combination state of the game. But I mean, in 1999, I was 29, so I'm an old git. I mean, I was nearly 30 when the game came out. So I'd kind of I'd already done the meeting my first girlfriend and getting the first job and having kids and stuff. I mean, my kids were sort of young at that age, and were young then, but yeah, I'd kind of done all that already, so yeah. I think for me it was the game. The game just kind of was going downhill. I was enjoying it less and less. But by 04 I was 34, so, you know, I was working full time, but I was kind of through that period where you may have stopped playing the game because other things become more important, you know. Whoa, I've got to resist. What the hell? There we go. I've been using melees because these guys are just so easy, really. As I said, they're only just blue. But the XP's going up. Kind of almost halfway through level 30. Oh, he's got a dagger of dropping, isn't he? God damn. Yeah, there we go. Kind of want to bring our attention to the design again. Just like that little sash and kind of neck. I guess that could be like a mask that he pulls up. But just the character, little design features again. Little sash he's wearing. Little belt where it's tucked in there. That's awesome. Gnolls typically, obviously, are like an old D&D creation. Nothing new in Gnolls, but yeah. But it's just the little designs again. They're awesome, and I like the designs even more for the Velius characters. I think there are Gnolls and Orcs in Velius, and they all look really cool. Some of the stuff that they wear. He looks like a bandit, doesn't he? A little neck scarf thing there. But yeah, as I said, Gnolls are a D&D thing. They've been around since the 70s, haven't they, really? But I just like some email gloves, and I'll leave those. I guess who was it? Sony? Verint, wasn't it? Was it Verint who were the developers? Was that their name? Brad McQuaid and that lot? Smeddy and stuff. Yeah, just their take on mobs are awesome. But I don't know if anyone kind of ever actually sits down and takes notice of those things. I know some people are very focused in the game, you know, and their shtick is leveling, you know, getting to 60 as quickly as possible. Because for a lot of people, that's where the game starts. You know, I'm one of those who it's kind of all about the journey, but I've kind of done the journey quite a lot now, you know, and I've repeated, as you know, I've repeated zones and leveling levels quite a lot now, and I'm kind of getting a bit tired of it. I'd quite like to be doing some new stuff, and that's why I'm so desperate for Velius, because I can then repeat that about 5 times. But at least it'll be new for a while. Right, so I'm quite low on mana there. That was a pretty quick spawn for those, but it just does mean that we're now going to be waiting for quite a while for the other ones. So what I think I'll do in a sec is I will break for lunch and then come back. Another question I've got, again, probably for anyone really, is that well, those probably be answered on my YouTube channel more. Again, I'm kind of new to Twitch, and I kind of not sure what people expect from it. I mean, it seems. I mean, when I was using YouTube before I was a YouTuber, like a content producer, I would sit at work just with it on in the background, basically. Even when I was doing it, I would have like level 1 undercons videos on in the background back in the day, or Daylin, those kind of guys. I get the impression that's kind of how people use YouTube and Twitch. It's something that they have on in the background or whatever while they're doing something else, whether it's work or not. And I kind of wonder if people treat Twitch in the same way. I must confess, I kind of found it harder to do that with Twitch, because a lot of people who do Twitch don't commentate, so you're kind of, unless you can keep looking at the screen. I mean, I like listening to the sound effects, but unless you keep looking at the screen, you don't really know what's going on. So yeah, I've got all these things to think about to do with the psychology of YouTube and Twitch, how people use it. Yeah, I'm just interested in that kind of thing, really, and I'm just kind of just talking aloud. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to go and get some lunch, and I'm going to have a rest, and then I'll come back this afternoon after lunch and do a bit more. If you see me on come back, we'll have a chat. Please, if you've got any questions, put them up. I'm happy to answer them. But I will now stop streaming, and I'll be back after lunch.